Hello, this is Resul from PRMTAIWAN, and today is the third day of K 2019. We have a great pleasure to have an interview with Mrs. Petra Cullmann. She is the Global Portfolio Director of Plastic and Rubber. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, and thank you very much for giving me the chance for this interview today.
Thanks so much. It's a really great pleasure to see you again.
It's all on my side.
And could you introduce yourself and your role in Messe Dusseldorf Plastic and Rubber for our audience?
Sure. My name is Petra Cullmann. I've been with Messe Dusseldorf for 2 decades, more than 2 decades now, and I'm in charge of all the exhibitions, all the trade fairs. We are serving the plastics and rubber industries because besides K, we have 10 more shows we are involved in around the globe and to serve this vibrant industry.
And what's the most important topic of K and why?
Well, it's. I think when you walk through the exhibition halls, you see everywhere that the key topic this year is circular economy and plastics for sustainable development. The issue of plastic waste, plastic packaging waste in the environment has been discussed in the media and in the broader public for quite some time now, and that for very good reason. And the plastic industry takes this debate very seriously. And here you see that almost every stakeholder of the industry is trying to work on solutions in order to make it possible to use plastic, produce plastic in a more sustainable way, and to organize a circular economy so that plastics as a very, very valuable material is being used properly, is not being thrown away, and the value of that material is being reused and put into will be used in circular ways in order to save the environment and to make it possible that we are using this material, which is very, very important also to meet the challenges of nowadays and tomorrow, and to make it possible to use it in a proper and safe and sustainable way.
It's really great to hear about that, and we are really excited to see the new activities related to these topics you mentioned. And may I ask, what's new at this year's K show?
Well, the hottest topic for the entire industry is, of course, plastics for sustainable development, circular economy, as I mentioned before. But beside that, there are other topics that are really taking momentum at the moment. One is digitalization of the value chain, the whole topic of Industry 4.0. And another topic is system integration. That means how to improve functionality across the process of production from the start, from the material side up to the technology side. Under this fall technologies like additive manufacturing, but also new materials, bioplastics. And another topic that is also hot for the industry is young talents for the industry. That's an important issue. Here a lot of companies are involved in and try to use K as the platform also to serve this in their interest in getting new young people on board for the business in this industry.
Yeah, exactly. As a young professional, I'm really glad to hear about that. I'm really excited to see the activities during the show. What kind of activities are we going to see related with young professionals?
We have an initiative that has been established 3 editions of K before. It's called KAI, which stands for Plastics Educational Initiative. And under this umbrella, we group all the activities that are displayed here on site at K Fair. There are a lot of organizations, associations, institutions involved in using K as the platform to attract young talents to the industry. There are, at the special show in Hall 6, We have a whole program on Sunday, a whole day is dedicated to young talents. There are discussions with CEO of major companies from the plastics industry. There are guided tours to bring young professionals around. We have the science campus that gives highlights where universities and research institutions highlight the latest foundings and research developments to young professionals, those who are interested in an academic career. So there's a whole lot of initiatives in order to show young people how attractive this industry is and what kind of specific professional roles you can play within the industry, from the more mechanical side to the highest academic level.
Thank you. And my next question is, because we all know Messe Dusseldorf organizes lots of different plastic and rubber trade shows around the world, such as China Plus, Interplastica, Arab Plus, and so on. And also Messe Dusseldorf is cooperating with many other trade fairs. So in this case, we really would like to hear about your observations about the global market. What would you say about this?
Well, as you said, we are involved in, besides K, which is the #1 trade fair for plastics and rubber worldwide, we are 10 more trade fairs around the globe. Some are our own shows, but some we are engaged as partner. And we organize these platforms in order to service our clients, our customers, who want to tap beside K, that is every 3 years, who want to tap into other relevant markets for them or emerging markets. And so we want to be there to offer our clients the best possible communication platform for the specific region. Our observation is that plastic is the material of the 21st century, that's for sure. It's a fantastic material that has a very long success story, and this continues. But of course, everywhere, being it Southeast Asia, being it the Near East, being it in Russia, everybody involved in the industry and also the end user industries are facing this problem of plastics and the environment. How can we treat plastics in a sustainable way? How can we use it and reuse this valuable material? So that's why, for example, for next Interplastica edition in January 2020, we have introduced a new format called Recycling Solutions, where we give a specific platform for those technology providers for recycling technology. And Russia is a vast market, as we all know, so it's a new format there. And we try to offer solutions for this interest and need of orientation towards recycling and circular economy also to other shows. Another issue is that at the moment, I think everybody and the stakeholders of the industry get affected more or less by the disturbances in the international global trade flows. There is different approaches now to this. The global trade was easier a few years ago. Now things become more difficult. And also we see in some sectors, user industries, for example, and especially the automotive industry, we see a downturn in demand. That has an immediate impact on some parts of the plastics technology providers, also the material providers. So there's a lot going on, but I would say overall our experience is from also the press conferences before K that the need to understand to treat how to use plastic and have business models for plastics in a sustainable society and sustainable world. That's the overall topic that is affecting everybody around the globe.
Thanks so much. It was a broad insight about global markets. And as a last question, I would like to ask about Messe Dusseldorf Plastic and Rubber future plans.
Well, you see, with being the organizer of K, the world's leading trade fair for plastics and rubber, we have very clear vision to keep or maintain K in this position. for this, we work very closely with the industry. We work with experts in every field. We work very closely with the exhibiting industry alongside the value chain. We work very closely with our network of representatives worldwide. We wanna tune the concept of pay in order to keeping it at this number one position, and as the platform for innovation and as the platform where the relevant topics of the industry are being discussed and where the whole industry, all the stakeholders get orientation on where we are heading in the future. And that's our vision and our aim to do that and to continue doing that.
Thanks so much. It's really impressive. And it was really great pleasure to have an interview with Ms. Cullmann on the third day of the K 2019. And if you would like to see more about plastic and rubber industry, and if you would like to see the solution for the global markets problem, you can visit K and you can get a broad insight. It was really a great pleasure to see you again and to have an interview. Thank you so much.
It was all on my side. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.